It is November the 29th, 2020, and we are out at the Golden Ray wreck site, not necessarily at the site itself today. They had the bow separated, of course, placed on the Julie B barge, and then that barge was transported into Brunswick. So we had the opportunity to get out and really get some good shots of this. I think you guys are going to enjoy seeing the inside of the ship from this bow section. You can really see some detail in there of the vehicles, and also the efficiency of the chain and how the hull was cut. It is quite the view to see this piece of the ship on this barge, and being pulled. Lead tug was Crosby leader, then the fleet of other tugs behind it. Kurt J. Crosby was on the tail of the barge, and just an impressive sight on the St. Simons to Sound this morning as it was moved back into the Port of Brunswick to begin what we believe is going to be unloading. The loose vehicles will be taken out of it, and then this piece will be secured to the barge in anticipation of its departure for the scrap operation over in the Gulf of Mexico. And keep in mind now, they're also going to be putting a second piece of the ship, the stern section, is going to be placed on this barge as well when it prepares to depart for the Gulf of Mexico. Trailing behind the Julie B with this section of the Golden Ray on it, the environmental boats were there, ever vigilant, keeping a lookout for anything that was still maybe to fall off the barge or become a hazard. These guys were in position, and I got to tell you again, yesterday after our afternoon trip out to the ship, we took a swing down through the Sound, spent about an hour just at a slow speed, just looking, and never saw one piece of debris. any oil. These guys are doing a tremendous job mitigating those things. There's going to be stuff that comes off the ship. We know that's going to happen. These guys have been doing a terrific job getting that stuff rounded up as best they can. And like I said, we didn't find anything out in the sound of that today or yesterday. And then out at the actual site today, the VB 10,000 was still in its position where it loaded the bow section onto the Julie B barge. It had not yet been repositioned. We assume that's going to take place at any time. Maybe taking a well-deserved rest after this 3-week adventure of cutting through this bow section. And it maybe they got a little some maintenance issues that they've got to deal with. Don't exactly know, but of course I would think that now is probably the best time to deal with anything like that that's going on. But it is looking up. It's impressive to see the VB off of the Golden Ray for just a little bit, but we know it'll be heading back toward the stern section to begin again the cutting process. And it's a little different to see the Golden Ray in the St. Simons Sound without its bow on it. As we say hello to C2 safety, ever vigilant on the site, maintaining the safety zone. And to see the ship now without its bow it's a little bit of a surprise when you become accustomed to seeing the ship there and seeing it sheared off. But we're glad to see this project moving ahead, and that this ship is now really, you can see that it is beginning to leave the area. As always, we ask, if you haven't done it, hit that subscribe button. Feel free to comment. We love to hear the comments. You guys stay safe.